Group 7 Business Plan Presentation. The Creeper Keeper. Part 1 Research.
When working in cars and trucks, mechanics oftentimes need to get underneath the vehicle. To do this, mechanics use jacks and jack stands to prop and hold the car about a foot or so off the ground. Then, to slide under the car, they use a creeper. A creeper is a low-profile bed suspended on wheels. This allows a mechanic to lay and slide in and out, or creep in and out, if you will, from underneath the vehicle they are working on. Creepers speed up a mechanic's pace while working underneath cars. However, getting in and out from underneath to switch or grab the right tool is time-consuming and rather annoying for mechanics or anyone working underneath the car. We took a survey of 52 mechanics to demonstrate how big of a problem this actually is. The responses show that over 78% of mechanics said that they got out from underneath their vehicles 4 or more times in one session. Additionally, the survey shows that 75% of mechanics say they utilize a creeper, and 62.7% said that they utilize a creeper often. This stands to show that for the average person working on a vehicle, they are highly likely to face the issue of time spent getting in and out from underneath the vehicle. Using the data from our survey, we know that a great portion of the market is comprised of non-professionals, students, trainees, and a home car repairer. Also supported by our research, we know that consumers would be willing to pay a reasonable price for our product. We understand one could argue a sample of 52 is not a decent representation of all mechanics and home car repairers as a whole, but we believe that it still gives a fair idea of how our market thinks. People in the same profession are bound to run into similar problems, and we are using our research to show that the issue of repetitively creeping in and out from underneath the cars is an issue in the first place.
Part 2 Ideate.
This product is envisioned to help mechanics with organization and to reduce wasted time. It is an easy attachment that anyone can add to an existing creeper for simple and convenient tool management and organization while underneath the vehicle. Our product is unique because of two main reasons. There isn't a product on the market that reaches what consumers really want, and because it can be attached to any style of creeper regardless of frame type. There are many different styles of creeper frames, and having a tray that can attach to any of them is extremely important. Saving time will vastly improve the whole experience of working on vehicles. As outlined in our research, most mechanics and DIYers are spending way too much time searching for their tools, and as they are mostly not all professional mechanics, them spending as little time as possible working is ideal. By knowing which tools you will need and putting them in a tray, you will eliminate the need to get back out again to get different tools. Some patents show design for whole creepers with removable trays, but those are expensive as you'd have to buy a whole new creeper. Some are separate trays that roll around under the vehicle with you, but those are either too big to fit under a lower vehicle or could roll away with weight on them.
Part 3 Technical Solution A.
As you can see on the images on the slides, our Creeper Keeper is a small aluminum tray which has two steel connection points. These are adjustable and will be able to fit on any existing creeper that a mechanic or house mechanic may own. Our clients will need to know that it can withstand heavy weights and comes with modular attachments, as shown in Figure 2, such as the magnetic plate and the socket.
Part 4 Technical Solution B.
Technical Solutions B. Implementation and cost. We will apply for a patent through a quality patent attorney first. Then we will begin manufacturing an advertisement. The advertisement will be mostly focused on in-person auto parts shops with a bit of online presence. The loan of $70,000 will cover the costs of creating about 500 units, but if we happen to sell more than that within the first 3 months, we will put the revenue and profit back into the business to create more and grow the product. If we reach our goal of 500 units produced and sold by the 3-month mark, we will continue to develop the product. We will then continue to grow the product steadily until our patent is approved, which can take anywhere from 12 to 25 months. It will cost $70,000 for the Creeper Keeper to be developed, and we will acquire this funding through a loan. The $70,000 includes the cost of securing a quality patent through a patent attorney, which is about $20,000 for a relatively simple product, costs of advertising for about 3 months' time, at a rate of $10,000 per month for a mix of targeted online and in-person advertisement, Costs for materials, which is about $10,000 for 500 units according to our material sheet, and other manufacturing costs, which mostly include assembly of the product, which are about $10,000.
Part 5. Conclusion. In conclusion, our group is asking for a $70,000 loan to access a very wide and large market size of do-it-yourselfers and professionals. To give an idea of the scale of this market, AutoZone, it was stated that, in a Statista report, it was stated that 65.3 million people stated their household shopped for car products at AutoZone within the last year. And that's just AutoZone, the largest of these auto parts stores, with their competitors, starting with O'Reilly, clocking in at 5,592 stores in 47 states in the United States and 21 ORMA stores in Mexico, and continuing to grow. And for Advanced Auto Acquired General Parts International, there are 4,966 stores by the end of 2018 within its branches of United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, and the United States Virgin Islands, according to their own sites, and with the Pep Boys Auto Parts stores ranging coming in at about 950 locations in the United States, to just sort of give you a scale for how large this market actually is. And with that in mind, our expected market growth and a plan for a market share expansion through value creation, we start first with the brick and mortar, going into these individual auto parts stores, and also something that I think is that our group in particular thinks is widely overlooked is the potential of Walmart, and then expanding from those platforms into the internet through sites like Amazon, who are becoming more and more pesky competitors to the traditional auto part market as time goes on. This is because, despite the fact that AutoZone's stock surged about 40% in the last year, according to CNBC, auto parts store in the U.S. industry trends from 2015 to 2020 mark an average industry growth of 0.5%, with older stores losing a lot of grounds to online companies like Amazon. Which is why expanding onto the internet is essential for the growth of our product, and why it is essential that our specific ask is met of $70,000. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for your time.